I think there should have been more connections. You know, with Shang-Chi maybe, or with the Marvels, Ms. Marvel. I think I was still left like, whoa, okay, what about this? What about that?
You heard it here, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Raul.
This is DJ PJ.
This is Dom. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Let's get into it.
Well, I guess jumping into different things, Ant-Man. I know you said you watched Ant-Man. Tell us your thoughts on it.
Yeah,
exactly.
from Roiland
They
versus...
all die at the end.
Damn.
Kidding. No, spoiler free as much as possible, right? But I just want to say that my ears were burning. The Council of Ricks, you know, we were talking about that,
Council
Rick and
of
Morty.
Yeah.
You can. I'm not too sure on this. Maybe you know. Maybe or somebody out there knows more. But the writers, right? Are there any writers that also wrote?
I think there is overlap. I think there's overlap in some of the writers that wrote for Loki, which is closely tied, obviously, to Quantumania because of Kang and all that. And Loki was a pretty time travel-y show, heavily leaning on multiverse, all that stuff.
The variants.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think it's the variance is a key word too. You know, I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't know how much you guys want me to.
Well, did you enjoy the movie?
I did. You know, I was expecting more connectedness than I think in the last shows I was talking about. I want to see more connections. Find it with my eyes. I want to see more connections happen.
Within the characters.
Within all the other characters in the MCU that we saw in Phase 4, where this kicks off Phase 5,
right?
And I just want to say I could have. I think there should have been more connections. You know, with Shang-Chi maybe, or with the Marvels, Ms. Marvel. I think I was still left like, whoa, okay. What about this? What about that?
You heard it here, everyone. He hates it.
But I'm not gonna say I'm not
just kidding.
Those Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know if you're a fan of that, right? But I'm on the audience side of things, though. I still
audience likes it.
With that said, I'm still on the audience side of things. I'm up there with the 84%. I think that the audience Rotten Tomato score.
But you were left with a little bit of connection blue balls.
Yeah. If to put it the least. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
To in the most crass way, you were.
In the most baboso way, yes.
In the most baboso way, you're.
Some blue babosos.
Some blue babosos, yeah. Blue babosos. No? Okay. I thought I ate with that joke. But I left the whole fucking plate.
So one of the things that I had heard was that it's less of an Ant-Man movie and more of a introduction of Kang leading into Kang Dynasty Secret Wars material. So I'm surprised to hear you say that it lacked the connectivity when one of the criticisms was it lacked an Ant-Man identity, and the identity of the movie lied in pitching a Kang future.
I think I'm just nitpicking those two specific, the Shang-Chi and the Ms. Marvel. Those two parts for me, I felt that I was expecting it to tie more. But with that said, I think the Ant-Man Quantumania was what Thor Ragnarok was for Thor in itself. It came from two. One was introduction to the character, and then movie number 2 was kind of on the dark side, not really feeling the character development. It seemed kind of rushed. But Thor Ragnarok just went into a new direction, right? In a more comedic way. Taika Waititi, I think after that, he got involved with more projects. Similar style, comedic, upbeat. So I think Ant-Man Quantumania, it's not like the first two. It's not like the first or the second. It's kind of like a Thor Ragnarok direction.
I'm getting the vibe. So I don't know if you guys know this, but so when Ant-Man was originally coming out, the first Ant-Man, the person that was slated to direct was the guy who did, obviously, Baby Driver and Scott Pilgrim. Excellent films, excellent pacing, kind of just a different style for the MCU at the time. Would have been. And then halfway through production, they kicked him out and revamped the whole movie and in a more Disney friendly like direction, right?
The Marvel formula, yeah, they applied it, yeah.
Which is crazy because I feel like the vibe that I'm getting from like the things I've been reading and what you're saying is that, and what you were saying, where like people feel like they're lacks an identity, like it's almost like the Marvel formula is starting to get a little stale for audiences, and people want to see creativity again, and people want to see like brand new voices come out, and having the freedom to actually explore that, explore, and it's almost like you're starting to see like how big of a missing piece Edgar Wright is in that particular Ant-Man franchise.
Yeah, because he would have put together a concise story. He storyboards better than any director in Hollywood, if you ask me. I feel that 100%. Like the expectation going into the theater, knowing that there is such thing as a Marvel formula, and to be able to see it play out in front of you and to know what's happening as it's happening.
Right.
Yeah, like you're aware of the walls. You can reach out and damn near touch them. And someone like Edgar Wright can make a movie that will play by the rules if you let him, and make it also feel authentic,
fresh
new,
and authentic,
like an auteur piece, like a Baby Driver.
Right, and
Perfect.
sincere.
Or Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim, dude.
Great
Scott
comic
Pilgrim,
book movie.
Right, and Scott Pilgrim was a book that had a cult following, and people were very protective of that as fans, right? And yet, when he did this film, it felt comic booky, and at the same time, it was fresh and it was new. I know that sounds weird to say. It feels like an old thing to say. It felt fresh and new.
It's rock and roll. It's punk rock.
But it was what it was, and so I don't know. It's just kind of interesting, like to me, like it just seems like they need to breathe fresh air into the MCU in that way with like director voices and things like that, because they're losing identities for each individual superhero, right?
I think they should bring in the writers and the people behind the Last of Us.
Well, everyone, thank you for listening and watching. This has been Raul.
DJ PJ.
We hope to see you with us again.
Come back for more. You
Just
know
come
how the
back, just
internet
come
works.
back.
Like, subscribe, do all that.